ਏਕੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਤਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੋਇ। Waheguru ji ki fateh, vigna vinasana soy. Welcome to another episode of Nanak Prakash Granth in English. In this episode, we will be doing Uttaraardh 2.28. Guruji had the prisoners released by Babar. The various things you see in this world, because of Agyan, are destroyed once the Gyan comes. If you want this Gyan, then meditate on the Satguru. Shri Bala Sundarvaj. Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji, listen to the Katha ahead. The saints saw the army and left. Shri Guruji remained sitting there. I was there with Guruji, along with Bhai Mardana Ji. A Mughal came and saw us. He called one of his servants and said to him, "These three people that are sitting here, arrest them and put weights on their heads. Take them to the camp." The soldiers came and took us. They made us carry heavy bags on our heads. Bhai Mardana Ji was given a horse to hold. I was given a bag to carry on my head. They wanted Guruji to carry one as well, but they didn't know his greatness. The bag flew one hand above Guruji's head. Guruji walked slowly to the camp. As he walked, the both of us were behind Guruji. His bag flew over his head. Satguruji spoke, "Listen, Mardana, play the rabab in a beautiful way." But Mardana Ji said, "Prabhuji, how can I play the rabab? I am holding the reins of this horse. He is jumping around too. I am using all my strength to control it. If he escapes, the Mughals will kill me." Guruji said, "Say Waheguru and let go of the reins. He will follow us." But Mardana Ji obeyed and let go of the reins. He began to play the rabab in Rag Asa. Guruji did an alap and uttered a shabad, Asa Mahela Pehla. Having attacked Khurasan, he became its master. He terrified Hindustan. The Karta Purkh did not take the blame. He sent the Mughal as a messenger of death. There was so much slaughter that the people screamed, "Did you not feel their pain, Lord? O Karta Purkh, you are the master of all. If a powerful man strikes another powerful man, then there is no grief at all. If a powerful tiger attacks milking cows or animals and kills them, then its master must answer for it. These gems, humans, have been spoiled and thrown away by dogs, and no one cared for them. You yourself unite, and you yourself separate. This is your glorious greatness. If one gives himself a great name and revel in the pleasure as they wish, in the eyes of the master, they are just an insect eating corn. Only one who dies to his ego and becomes alive by knowing his Atma obtains the blessings, O Nanak, by chanting the Lord's name." Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 360. In this way, Guruji sang and walked on his way. He was always in the single state of bliss. The people watching were amazed to see this. "This is amazing. We don't understand. His heavy bag is floating above his head. He is walking with his companions. The others walking on the horses following with him, without his reins being held. These are certainly some saints. It could be Khuda himself. He is really powerful. We have never seen anything like this before." The soldiers and people watching folded their hands and bowed to Guruji. They had faith on Guruji's lotus feet. As everyone reached the camp, the Mughal officer saw the prisoners with detail. The officer saw Guruji's miracles. He went to Babar and told him everything. "There is a dervish among the prisoners. Everyone is amazed to see him. He performs miracles. He is very powerful. The heavy bag floats one hand above his head. He has a doom with him who is not holding the reins of the horse. The horse is following him. They are doing the bandagi of Khuda. You should come for yourself to see who is the fakir." Babar heard this and said, "If I had already heard about this, I wouldn't have attacked the city where such fakirs lived." He got up and came to see Guruji. Listen to the Katha of Guruji as it happened. Many prisoners were tied up in the camp, They suffered and cried out in pain and sorrow. Every caste of Hindu women were there, along with the Turkanis and Pathanis. Everyone was given a grinder to grind wheat. When Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji came to the camp, the bags were taken off of their heads. Guruji was seated in the jail. 2 heavy grinders were placed in front of me and Bhai Mardana Ji. Grains were placed in front of us. 1 grinder was placed in front of Guruji as well. They said, "Quickly grind this wheat." The both of us quickly began to grind the wheat. The other men and women grinded as well. Shri Guruji did not touch his grinder. He would pick up the grains and put them in his grinder. His grinder spun by itself. Everyone was amazed to see this. In the meantime, Babar had come. He bowed his head on Guruji's feet while the grinder spun by itself. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "Babar." Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji saw Babar and said a shabad after seeing the state of the people. Raga sa mahla pehla, ashtapadiyan, kartija, eko ankar, Sadgur Prasad. Those heads that were beautifully adorned with braided hair, with their partings filled with vermilion. Those heads were shaved with scissors, and their necks were soiled with dust. They lived in mansions, but now they cannot even sit on the streets. Hail to you, Baba, hail to you. O primal Akal Purkh, your end is not known by anyone. You create, and behold the scenes. Rahao. When they were married, their husbands looked so handsome beside them. They came in dolis, palquins, decorated with ivory pieces, arranged in beautiful ways. Water was spun over their heads, and glittering fans were waved above them. They were given hundreds of thousands of coins when they sat for the first time in the home of their husbands, and hundreds of thousands of coins when they stood. They ate coconuts and dates, and rested comfortably upon their beds. Now, ropes were put around their necks, and their strings of pearls were broken. Their wealth and youthful beauty have now become their enemies, which gave them so much pleasure. The order was given to the soldiers, who dishonored them and carried them away. If it is pleasing to his will, he bestows greatness. If it pleases his will, he bestows punishment. If someone focuses on the Lord beforehand, then why should he be punished? The kings had lost their senses, reveling in pleasure and sensuality. Babar's rule has been proclaimed. Even the princes have no food to eat. The Muslims have lost their times of prayers, and the Hindus have lost their worship as well. Without their sacred chonkas, squares, how shall the Hindu women bathe and apply the tiliks to their foreheads? They never remembered Ram, and now they cannot even chant Khuda. They used to return to their homes and meeting their relatives, they asked about their wellness. For some it is preordained that they shall sit and cry out in pain. Whatever pleases him comes to pass. O Nanak, what is the fate of humankind? Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 417. Babar heard this and stood in front of Guruji. He folded his hands and said, "Tell me the meaning of this Shabad. What are you speaking about?" Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, "Listen, Babar, you have killed the Pathans and looted the great city. You took all the women and imprisoned them in your camp. Times of pain are upon these people. I saw their state and said a Shabad. They used to have nice braids in their hairs, with vermilion in their heads, with golden jewelry, looking nice. Your soldiers cut their hair with scissors. They pulled their earrings and ripped their earlobes. They put dust on their faces and dishonored them. They beat them up and asked them where the money was. These beautiful women used to eat great delicacies, but now they never chanted the name of Kartar. From their mouths. Today, there is feces on their face, and they were told to speak of where the money was. They used to live in beautiful homes which were pleasant during the day and night. They have never seen a saint with their eyes. They are now seen by other men who are low. They have no place to sit. They are in pain now. Waheguru, who is the controller, I bow to him over and over again. He is the beginning of all. He is the indestructible Purkh. His end cannot be found in any way. He does many dramas in various ways. He does as he pleases. When these women were married, Their handsome husbands sat by them. They came in dolis. They were first given sweets to eat. Water was spun over their heads and sipped by their mother-in-laws. They were very happy. The maids waved fans over them. Mirrors were on the fans, which made them glitter. The fans were great. Many came to see the new brides and gave them money. They ate coconuts and dates from their husbands. They ate many delicacies. They enjoyed the beds of their husbands. They enjoyed many pleasures. Now they have stones around their necks. Their pearl necklaces have been broken. Youthfulness and wealth gave them joy, but now it gave them pain. The women who were young and wealthy, this trapped them. They are told by your people, give us more money. They lost their honor. Your people slap them. What pleases Waheguru, he gives as punishment, and greatness as he pleases. Their clothes were made of silk and pashminas. Their bodies could be seen through the clothes. What do we say about humans? Even the sun and moon could not see them. Their feet did not touch the ground. They traveled on vehicles. Your soldiers tied them up and made them walk on stones. Their husbands were killed in the battle. They were tied and imprisoned here. They have tears in their eyes. The kajal falls on their cheeks. They scream out in pain. Nobody has the power to free them. Their relatives are all dead. They never did the Simran of the Naam. This is why they are suffering. If they had done the Simran of the Kartar, why would have they been in pain? The rich Umravs and Wazirs forgot the Prabhu because of their wealth. The Prabhu is deep and virtuous. They only longed for the colors and pleasures. They thought of many pleasures and vices. Look what happened to them. Their state can't be seen now without feeling bad. Babar, your rule has spread. You destroyed the courts. The big officers of the Pathans did not get food. They used to do their namaz and puja on time. They do not have the time now. The Hindu women you have imprisoned, they used to bathe and apply tilaks. They would sit in the chonka to eat. They sit in jail now. They cry. They have nothing to eat. They cry out loud, shrieking in pain. They never did the Simran of Ram in their mind. They don't get a chance to say Khuda. If some friends ask them how they were, what will they say? What Waheguru wishes, he does it right away. The humans can't do anything. Nothing is in their hands. Karta Purkh does as he wills. Babar heard the words of Shri Guruji and had faith in his heart. He saw Guruji as very powerful. He bowed and said, "Show me your miracles. I want to know how much power you have. You are beloved to Khuda. Or are you Khuda himself, taking on a human body?" Guruji said, "Miracles are paths to destruction. Ask me for something else. Keep your mind still. Don't let it wander." Babar was fortunate. He heard the words of Guruji and had love in his heart for Guruji's feet. He bowed to Guruji's feet and saw that Guruji was drenched in the love of Khuda. He brought an offering of a bag full of cannabis for Guruji. He saw Guruji as detached. Guruji had no wish for money or cannabis. Guruji said his shabad when the cannabis was placed in front of him. Tilang mahla pehla, kar duja, eko ankar sadgur prasad. Fear for the Lord is my marijuana. My mind is a leather bag which holds it. I have become a romantic and detached from the world. My hands are my begging bowl. I hunger for his darshan. I beg at your door day after day. I long to be immersed with your darshan. I am a beggar at your door. Please bless me with your charity. Rahao. Saffron, flowers, musk oil from the deer embellish the bodies of all. The bhagat's light and sandalwood impart their fragrances onto everyone. No one looks at the pot holding the ghee or the worm from where the silk is from. Such is the bhagat, no matter what his social status is. Those who bow in reverence to the Naam of the Lord remains absorbed in your love. Nanak begs for charity at their door. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 721. Babar heard this and bowed. He became humble and said, "I know that you are Khuda in human form. Please give me the boon that I may become the Badshah of the world. May my descendant rule generation after generation, enjoying the rule in peace. The 4 gifts are in your hands, and you can give them without delay. Saints are really generous. They make big kings out of paupers, and paupers out of big kings. You are the complete Prabhu. You are happy with me. You can complete my wish. O great being, bless me. The compassionate one spoke with love. You will enjoy the rule till you are just. When your generations become unjust, your rule will be lost. You will win over many lands with your strength and enjoy the rule. Babar was really happy to hear this. He bowed to Guruji's lotus feet over and over again. He became humble and said, You are Tan Prabhu. You are the home of treasure. The soldiers then came and bowed to Guruji's feet while doing his darshan. A crowd gathered all around Guruji. Everyone came running to Guruji. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave the boon of rule to Babar. Rule Delhi and other lands. Shri Guruji looked towards the prisoners. They were in pain, like winter coming to a jungle of lotuses. Guruji said to Babar, Release the many prisoners you have captured. Whatever you have looted from them, give it back to them. Obey my command. When Babar heard Guruji's command, he released all of the prisoners. Everyone identified their items and took them back. Babar did not delay in giving the things back to the people. Everyone took their things and left towards their homes. The Master of the Universe went with the people back to the city. When everyone came back to the city of Ahmedabad, they saw that it was in ruins. Guruji saw the destruction and the lack of men or women there. He uttered a shabad in Rag Asa. Asa Mehla Pehla. Where are the games, the stables, the horses? Where are the drums and the bugles? Where are the sword belts and chariots? Where are those scarlet uniforms? Where are the rings and the beautiful faces? They are no longer to be seen here. This world is yours. You are the Lord of the universe. In an instant, you establish and disestablish. You distribute wealth as it pleases you, Rahau. Where are the houses, the gates, the hotels, and the palaces? Where are those beautiful way stations? Where are those beautiful women reclining on their beds, whose beauty would not allow one to sleep? Where are those betel leaves? Where their cellars and their shops? They have vanished like shadows. For the sake of this wealth, so many were ruined. Because of this wealth, so many have been disgraced. It was not gathered without sin. It does not go along with the dead. Those whom the Creator Lord would destroy, first he strips them of virtue. Millions of religious leaders failed to halt the invader. When they heard of the emperor's invasion, he burned the rest houses and the ancient temples. He cut the princes limb from limb and cast them into dust. None of the Mughals went blind, and no one performed any miracle. The battle raged between the Mughals and the Pathans, and the swords clashed on the battlefield. They took aim and fired their guns, and they attacked with their elephants. Those men whose letters were torn in the Lord's court were destined to die, O siblings of destiny. The Hindu women, the Muslim women, the Pattis and the Rajputs, some had their robes torn away from head to foot, while others came to dwell in the cremation ground. Their husbands did not return home. How did they pass their night? The Creator himself acts and causes others to act. Unto whom should we complain? Pleasure and pain come by your will. Unto whom should we go and cry? The Commander issues his command and is pleased. O Nanak, we receive what is written in our destiny. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 417, 418. Guruji said the Shabad and sat outside of the city. The people of the city began to come to him. The people faced troubling times. The Pathans that had died, their blood flowed onto the ground. Their faces were dirty with dirt. The vultures ate their flesh and shrieked. They looked scary. The people saw the dead bodies. The women identified their dead husbands and family members. The Muslims buried their dead while the Hindus cremated them. There was a lot of noise from the crying. The women gathered and would beat their heads. They yelled, Hi, hi, oh, oh. They talked about the dead and praised their qualities. They all met in one place to cry. They pulled their hairs and threw them to the ground. They beat their faces and bodies in pain and grief. They extended their arms towards the sky and cried. Hearing the loud noises, Shri Prabhuji Arad Shabad, Eko Onkar Satguru Prasad, Asa Kafi Mahela Pehla, Kar Atwa Ashtapadiyan. As the cow tender is in the field for only a short time, so is one in the world. One earns with lies and builds his or her home. Wake up, O sleepers. See that the traveling merchant is leaving Rahao. Go ahead and build your houses, if you think you will stay here forever and ever. The body shall fall, and the soul shall depart. If only they knew this. Why do you cry and mourn for the dead? The Lord is and shall always be. You mourn for that person, but who will mourn for you? You are engrossed in worldly entanglements. O siblings of destiny, and you are practicing falsehood. The dead person does not hear anything at all. Your cries are heard only by other people. Only the Lord who causes the mortal to sleep in attachment, O Nanak, can awaken him again. One who understands his true home does not sleep in attachment. If the departing mortal took his wealth with him, then go ahead and gather wealth yourself. See this, reflect upon it, and understand it. Make your deals and obtain the true merchandise, or else you shall regret it later. Abandon your vices. Practice virtue. You shall obtain the essence of reality. Plant the seed of truth in the soil of dharmic faith, and practice such farming. Only then will you be known as a merchant, if you take your profits with you. If the Lord shows his mercy, one meets the true Guru. Contemplating him, one comes to understand. Then one chants the name, hears the name, and deals only with the name. As is the profit, so is the loss, because of the karma. This is the way of the world. Whatever pleases his will, O Nanak, that glory is for me. That is glory for me. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 418. After saying the Shabad, Guruji remained sitting. Guruji's compassion can make the mind still and peaceful. That is the end of the chapter. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.